All right. Oh no. Oh, why? Why? This was working like 10 minutes ago. There we. Oh. Okay. We're a little flashbangy. Let's just turn that down a little bit. There we go. That's not bad. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. If you ever run out of projectiles, load a blank and launch the barrel. How would a blank work for caseless ammunition? Wait, that's actually a wonderful question. Can you have blanks of caseless ammo? If so, how? That seems literally not possible. Matilda, hello, welcome. So there has been. Palmetto State, where are you? Palmetto State has released 3 of the 5 of their concept poll winners so far, and I have not seen any of them. What can't have blanks? Caseless ammunition. I don't think caseless ammo can have blanks. Because how are you gonna run the action of a caseless ammo gun without having something come out the barrel? Because that's make a propellant block with no bullet? I guess so. But that's so it'd work for like one of those hardened propellant caseless ammo, like the G11 or something. But what about something like that's caseless just because it's all leaving the front? Like it's still all contained, like a gyrojet or a volcanic. Because all the propellant is still contained, it's just contained in the projectile. Why why need something come out the barrel when you can make the barrel come out the gun? You're gonna have a whole extra magazine for barrels. Just a magazine full of barrels. Dropping a new barrel. You hope you won the Ruger RXM giveaway? I have not checked the email I use for spam and giveaways in a while. Is there's many giveaways. For those who don't know, I guess. I don't know if this is common knowledge. I have multiple Twitter accounts, X accounts. Um, and so I have an X account that literally 70 alt accounts. I have a lot of accounts on various things, don't I? I also have a Blue Sky account. I don't use that one very much. Honestly, I should just post the same stuff. Just copy paste it between the two. Yes, I am. I'm a man of 1,000 different accounts. But I run a giveaway, guns giveaway tracking Twitter called Gun Giveaway Guy. Which is pretty cool. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff you can win. It's all free to enter. Also, I think that if you just type gun giveaway guy in Google, it literally pulls up. It's popular enough. that Twitter account way more popular than just my standard one. Mainly not win. I mean, if you enter a giveaway and you have a 0.1% chance of winning, that's pretty good. I mean, that would mean there was only 1,000 people in the giveaway. Lalo, hello, welcome. Are we gambling? Are we gambling today? What are we gambling today? Well, I guess what am I doing? I just started yapping. I just started yapping. Never introduced the guns on the table. Guns on the table today. We have the Christensen MPR. It's a 308 bolt action chassis rifle. We have the Boberg XR9 bullpup pistol. And the Waifu 1911. You heard something? Sweepstake. Okay, so yes. So this Twitter account, X account, I'm just gonna call it Twitter forever. I'm gonna be honest. That is me. that is an account run by myself. And it is literally just giveaways. Sus link. Yeah, the x.com link is sus. I don't know, with how X is today, you might click on that and find something X rated. Yeah, this account is run by myself. And it is all full of giveaways. So if you want to win free guns, enter here. Obviously, if you win a gun, you still have to do the background check to get it picked up and all that stuff. You don't get to just not follow the laws, even if you think the laws are stupid, because you won the gun. But so yeah, how this works. For those who don't know, I guess I'm just assuming people know how these work, and I shouldn't do that. For those who don't know how these work, and basically, so there's a few types of giveaways. So there's ones like this one, right? Where it's just purely a social media giveaway. Like they'll run the giveaway and it ends on, I don't know when this one ends. Ends whenever they decide it should. And then they just choose a random person from the comments or whatever to win. FDE SD9. Yeah, now you can get your ghetto blaster in FDE. So there's social media only giveaways. And then there's giveaways like this one. Where it's done through a third party. Okay, I am a real person. Oh, so many pop-ups. And you put in all your information here. And if it's from a company you haven't heard of, who you don't know is reputable, definitely read the terms and conditions. Because some of the terms and conditions for these things are absolutely wild. All of the ones that I post, I personally have read through the terms and conditions. And I'm not going to post something that's like, yes, and the information you give us, including your telephone number and home address, we are free to use however we would like and distribute to literally anyone. Don't give those people your information. But yeah, many giveaways. And how these work, basically they're random drawings. You've got different ways to get entries usually. The whole terms and conditions, all of them. Inhuman. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't read the whole terms and conditions. So their terms and conditions are always split up into sections, and you just have to read like the first few words to figure out what that section is about. So like this one here, actual appraised value. Okay, this section is gonna be talking about value and anything you need to know for like taxes and whatnot. Winner selection. Okay, this is how they draw the winner and how long you have to reply to them once they give you notification. Rights granted by entrant. This right here, this is the important part. If you don't want your information given to literally anyone. And there's always like terms and conditions like, oh yeah, and the sponsor, they can just decide to cancel the giveaway at any time. Stuff like that. Too late. You already sell your information daily. Well, then you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. But any giveaway that I post, I have looked through the terms and conditions. And if there's any blaring red flags, I just don't share it. But yes, many giveaways. If you want to win free guns, I'm gonna be honest, your chances pretty small. But the more you enter, the better your chances get. Because that's how math works. And I'm a fan. I have won guns before. One of them I have shown on stream before. My first Robinson, actually, I won that one. I've won some like optics and accessories, that kind of stuff. I have won some other guns that I have not shown on stream because they're boring guns. And also, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until people forget about a giveaway before I show a gun, so I'm not doxing myself. because a lot of the giveaways, they will literally show names. The reason I was able to show the Robinson one is because they didn't show a name. Otherwise, I honestly probably still wouldn't have shown that one on stream. Let's see. Let's find one that's ended already. Yeah, the companies usually publish name for winners, which is not great if I'm being anonymous on the internet. I could do a giveaway with the undesirables. Kind of. Theoretically, maybe. The problem is that if you're doing a giveaway with an actual gun, then you're getting into some pretty dark gray area. Conducting business with firearms. And I'm not trying to go to federal prison. It's just not something I think is ideal for me personally. And so I'm not trying to conduct business in firearms without an FFL license. We love illegal lotteries. You can love illegal lotteries as much as you want, but I'm not going to run them. You do whatever you want in your free time, and don't tell me about your illegal activities. But I'm not going to run illegal stuff. I mean, I don't know. I probably could do like unused accessory kind of giveaway or something at some point. I also honestly, it's like the giveaway entries, they usually will have some kind of referral. So you put in all your information, and one of the entries is going to be a referral type entry. The real Shebit. Hello, the real Rose. Welcome. Welcome. How's it going? So most giveaways will have a referral link so that people are incentivized to share, and then you get extra entries for sharing. Which I'm going to be honest, is why I started tracking giveaways. I'm not doing this. I didn't start doing it just purely out of the generosity of my heart. As much as I wish I could say I did. Foofy! Hello, welcome. So the giveaways, they usually have a referral entry. And I'm going to be honest, most of the time, I take all the referrals. But sometimes, and a lot more recently, I let my followers get the referral entries for the giveaways. It's like if someone sends me a giveaway before I post it, or sometimes I'll post a giveaway and be like, hey, first person who replies with their referral link, they get all the referral entries for this one. Like if it's something I don't really care about. Because let's be honest. If you win something, you're supposed to pay taxes on it. You're supposed to pay taxes on winnings. Which is dumb. And I have to pay a lot of taxes this year on winnings. Gross. Taxes are awful. Please read your bio real quick. Only over 600? Yes. I have one significantly over $600 of values. Even just if you take one thing, I've won with the Robinson. I won the Robinson. That's a $2,500 item. That is more than $600. Ad, not the ads. You wanted me to read your bio. Read, I assume you're about? You're about on Twitch? We've got an ex-she-devil VTuber, realistic artist, do free commissions. Oh no, they're a bot. Oh no, they're a bot. Very British, live in Paris, with dear husband. Mother of young one, congratulations. Addressing you, call you Rose. I said the real Rose. I said the real Rose. Begone, bot. There have been a lot of artist bots recently. There's been an influx. And the bots were well behaved for a long time. They were all gone, and they're back. There'll usually be a couple that get caught per stream, and I'm just a little guy out here. But usually, the Twitch auto mod catches them. But there's usually a couple per stream, at least. But the auto mod catches them, like, banned, banned, banned. No bots allowed. And I'm gonna feel bad if it was just like someone's account that got hacked, and at some point they're like trying to watch me. And be like, oh no, oh no, this guy I've never seen has banned me. What did I do? But I don't think this is gonna happen. What do I think of your profile picture? Oh, and I was reading. I wasn't looking at pictures. That's what I do with books, is I look at pictures. I wish your profile picture wasn't so small. But it's a good profile picture. Very cute. You're not a bot. I know you're not a bot. You're here and you hang out. But your bio, you've got VTuber, artist, do commissions, bot. I know you're not a bot, but usually, like on Discord or something, if I'm messaged by someone and their bio's like, I'm an artist, take commissions. Oh, bot. Bots disappear for a few months. Weird that they started popping back up after the first week of November. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's just a programming race between the people running the bots and the Twitch mod algorithm. So Twitch will change something on the software side, and the people making the bots have to adapt to go around it. And then Twitch will make a change, and the people making bots will make a change, and it's just a never-ending tug of war. Which is how basically anything works in the digital age. But I think currently we are seeing the resurgence of the bots. And so here in a few months, hopefully sooner, we'll see a decrease shortly, and then they'll be back. And the cycle will continue. You just do free commissions for friends and family? Very nice. I don't know, I always want art. Of course, I'm a VTuber, big fan of art. But also I'm never gonna ask someone for free art, because it just feels scummy. Like if I'm gonna ask for art, I'm gonna ask to pay money. Like even if I have a close friend who's an artist who I want some art from them, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I want art for free. Like I'm still gonna try to pay him. Like if my like literal sibling, this is purely a theoretical, if my literal sibling was an artist, I would still offer to compensate them for their art time. Because art is a skill, and people should be paid for their skills. Especially if I'm going to ask someone to use their skill for me. Which is different from like a fan art or something, because that's somebody purely making something that they want to do. And I have received fan art before, right? I have a folder of every single art that has been made for me. But I don't know, asking for free art, I know it's fine in certain situations, but I'm never gonna do it. Because as soon as I ask for something, I'm gonna want to pay someone. See where's my arts? My arts folder. There it is. The most of the art that I've gotten was for my last model. So this model currently is effectively my third model. So most of it is for my last model, but it's all a little different. My last model was a bit more thirst trappy. I'm gonna be honest. Profile picture is you. Very nice. So let's just pull up a few of them. Pull up a few of them. All right, there we go. So here are some past arts I've received. So this one clearly, my old model, my hair, I don't have the like middle hair piece. The part is a little more extreme. I did this artist, Cutie Bell, did give me a ponytail, which I do have a ponytail now, but I didn't on my last model. Thirst traps. Yeah, I was a little bit, quite a bit more thirst trappy in old streams. It's good to be able to move on sometimes. Life imitates art. I don't know about that one. Uh, I think art imitates life is a little more accurate. Is that how? Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm just rambling. So we've got one here. This one is a newer one. This one is of current model. This one's this one's super cool. I really like the style of this one. It's super simple style. I like it a lot. I like all of them a lot. But this style, it's like almost like a manga kind of style. Like a sketchy manga kind of style. Pretty cool. Also, this one was done in like 15 minutes. If that. 15 minutes tops. This one here, this used to be my Twitter banner. Accurate paleness. Just white, straight white. This used to be my Twitter and YouTube banner. It is no longer, because that is old model. We've got this one here, also old model. I think only that one, only this one is new model. Old model. This is Zidfoid did this one. Zidfoid is also a streamer. I haven't been able to watch one of her streams in a while, unfortunately. We stream at like the exact same time. So pale? I am pale. What do you mean so pale? Look at me. I almost glow in the dark. Then, oh, here's this one. For those who have been following VTubers for a while, there was that one VTuber art phase. That's not the right word. Whereas like the magazine cover that you put over like a thirst trappy art. It's pretty good. It's pretty. That one's good. Pretty thirst trappy. And there are more. I've got a Pararu, old model. Honestly, I need to just commission. I need to commission some new art for my current model. But commissioning costs money. And I just spent a bunch of money. I'll show you what it is when I get it. Because that's what the hand cam is for, right? So whenever that gets here, I'll show that. Not the BAFTA. Welcome. Commission current model princess carrying Sharkery from GFL2. That'd be pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. That's a pretty good idea. It also sounds like it might be expensive. Because commissions usually get more expensive when you've got more than one character. But I've got a couple commissions I'm currently waiting on. But of course, everything takes time. That's just how it works. But whenever I get the new art, you'll know pretty quickly. Because one of the things is going to be replacing that. Which, as cool as it is, a generic starting soon screen with a little walk cycle going on over here. I want something more. I need more. Oh no. Oh no, why? I just I just unlocked a memory of High School Musical. The I Need More song. If you don't know, I wish I was you. All right. So, back before SHOT Show, Palmetto State Armory did the survey, and people voted on what they wanted to see Palmetto State Armory working on for their new products, which is pretty cool for a business to do that. Whatever you think of Palmetto State Armory in terms of quality, their customer relations is pretty good. You never watched High School Musical? Wasn't a theater kid? Congratulations. Don't do it. I mean, maybe do it, but no, you're going to be suffering. Ex-Countess walk cycle? I could do that. Just making the walk cycle is pretty easy. It's basically just a 2-second video on loop with a green screen. The Palmetto State Armory poll, PSA started releasing the results of the poll. The top 5. They're releasing them one at a time, like every day, which is frustrating. Just release them all at the same time. But I guess it makes people come back and watch the next one. Increasing watch time or whatever. Moonwalk cycle? Just played in reverse. But I have not seen these. They kind of spoiled this one. They put in the title. But we're still going to watch the video.
And we listened. Thank you for everyone who voted on this poll. We had over 100,000 people vote on our concept gun poll for SHOT Show this year. Now let's get into it.
Over how many?
Over 100,000 people vote on our concept gun poll for SHOT Show this year. Now let's get into it.
That is an impressive number of people to get to vote in a poll.
Starting at number 5, we have the 9mm Jackal.
It's okay. That's okay.
The 9mm Jackal is a monolithic upper receiver that will fit on top of an ARV-style lower receiver. It will feature a 6.5-inch.
As long as it doesn't take Glock mags,
that is half by 28
which it doesn't, then it's okay.
The 9mm Jackal will feature a non-reciprocating charging handle similar to our other Jackals. It can be either set on the left side or the right side and will be knurled from the factory. The 9mm Jackal lower receiver is aesthetically designed to mate with the upper itself. Now this upper will still fit with an ARV lower, so if you have an ARV at home and you want to just buy the upper, you can absolutely do that. The lower receiver will accept CZ Scorpion style magazines and will feature a last round bolt hold open feature. The 9mm Jackal was voted number 5 in our poll. Now that does not mean that it's number 5 to be released, it's just voted number 5 in the poll. To stay up to date on when the 9mm Jackal launches, stay tuned to our social media.
Okay, so voted number 5 in the poll, not going to be number 5 to release. That means they're already getting ready to release this one. It probably means they're in the final testing stages. Because it is basically just an upper that they're putting on an already existing lower. So this one is probably already mostly done.
Tune to our social media.
Or it'll be the 6th thing to release. Yeah, that is also an option. But this one does look mostly done. This doesn't look like a prototype like some of the other stuff that they had. Like the PSA 50 BMG looked like barely more than a rough prototype. Which unfortunately I think that one's probably going to be top 3. Just because internet people were losing their minds over a budget 50 BMG. Which, I mean, Serbu already exists, so why just go buy a Serbu? The number 5, the 9mm Jackal. 4.
You guys voted and we listened. Thank you for everyone who voted on this poll. We had over 100,000 people vote on our concept gun poll for SHOT Show this year. Now let's get into it.
Oh. They learned from the first one. They don't just have it laying out. And they also didn't put it in the title. What do we think it is? I think it's probably one of the Vooks. The Vook? Buck? Probably Vook. However it's pronounced. It's not the 50 BMG. That would not fit in that case.
Up next on our SHOT Show concept poll, you voted for it, and here it is. The X9.
Budget TP9, anyone? This one does seem like it's going to be quite a ways until release. Because this looks 3D printed.
The X9 is a delayed blowback PDW style firearm. The X9
that is some that is some rough looking casting. This is either 3D printed or casted.
X9 will feature a 7-inch nitride barrel.
Don't change it to Glock mags.
With a tri-lug adapter as well as
if you put Glock mags in it, you'd have to change the grip angle.
Needs. The X9 will feature an ambidextrous side charging
handle
that can be
CP33
either mounted on the right side or the left side.
I can see it.
It will come standard with a 30-round B&T mag and will be finished off with the 1913 adapter on the back for any brace options that you want to put on this. It will also come standard with a full-length top Picatinny rail, as well as on the handguard you will have M-LOK attachments on the 3, 6, and 9 position. Some of the feedback we asked from you guys in the concept gun video was whether you wanted it a B&T mag or a Glock mag that looked like the X.
Oh, please no Glock mag. Configured like this, I would consider buying it. If you put a Glock mag in that, zero chance of me buying that.
X5.7, and it was overwhelming response was a B&T mag, and so that is the path that we're going to go down.
Thank goodness.
The X9 was voted number 4 in the poll. Now that doesn't mean that it's going to be the 4th to release. To stay up to date on all things X9, stay tuned to our social media.
I don't think we're going to see this for like 2 years. That looks like a bit rougher in the prototype phase. Colt mags? I don't know about Colt mags, but the B&T mags are good.
Tune to our social media.
Alright, 3. This is the last one that we have so far, I think. So we have to wait until next stream to get 2 and 1, but we can see 3, 4, and 5 today. You still prefer Colt mags, and B&T is better than Glock mags? Glock mags are awful. I hate Glock mags so much. Like, obviously they're reliable, but they just look so bad. They just look so bad. And they're boring. I want innovation. I want people to make new stuff. That's what I want.
You guys voted and we listened. Thank you for everyone who voted on this poll. We had over 100,000
probably still not the 50 BMG. I don't think it's going to fit in that one.
Now let's get into it. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and click that notify bell. We are constantly pushing out new content on a daily basis, keeping you guys in the loop of what we're working on, as well as showcasing new products we're launching. Up next,
drop a follow, subscribe.
The 570 semi-automatic shotgun.
Why? Why did people vote for this? They already said that this was going to happen. 100%. If you voted for this, you wasted your vote. They already said this was going to happen. Stay mad. I'm not mad that it exists. Okay, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I like this as a product. However, they already said it was going to happen. Like they guaranteed it. And so when you're voting for what you want to see them work on, if you voted for this, you wanted to see them working on something they've already completed. You gave them an easy release. I'm gonna vote for stuff that I don't think they're gonna release unless people vote on it. Free space. It's a free space.
The semi-automatic shotgun is based off of our same pump-action 570 receiver. That's right, you can build a semi-automatic on a pump-action receiver. The 570 receiver will come standard with an RMR cut footprint into the receiver, have a top tang safety, as well as a side slide release. It will accept 870 furniture on the back. The front of the semi-automatic 570 will feature a charging handle on the side here versus on the bolt. This allows you to use the same receiver at
the foreign charging handle is very interesting.
That is free floating on here, so you can manipulate it and put it wherever you need. The 570 semi-automatic was voted number 3 in the poll. Now that does not mean that it's going to be the third to release.
I think this is going to be the first to release. I think that this will release. If they wait until July, I would be surprised. This is going to release pretty soon. It's all vote for PSA, STG44, and MP5. Exactly. Maybe not the MP5. There's already so many different off-brand MP5s. I don't know if I want PSA to make one too. That is something there's already a lot of.
570 semi-automatic. Stay tuned to our social media.
Probably same time as Pump. Probably. Because they are on the same receiver. Oh, this one was 7 hours ago. Yeah, so we've got to wait for 1 and 2. You can't wait for convertible 570. I think it's an interesting concept for sure. Being able to not like on the go, like a SPAS 12, convert between pump and semi, but just switch out a few parts. I think that's a super neat concept. Well, we got through the bottom 3 of the top 5. And the 50 BMG wasn't there yet. So the 50 BMG, it's almost definitely going to be in the top 5, which means it's going to be 1 or 2. Because people just have such a hard on for 50 BMG. It's ridiculous. So I think, ooh. So obviously the 50 BMG is going to be one of the other 2. What's going to be the other one? I don't know. I hope it's not the 2011. If it's the Saber 2011, I'm going to be disappointed in everybody. You got curious and checked? PSA produced 370,000 firearms in 2023. That's crazy. I mean, obviously, a lot of those are just going to be frames and receivers. But still, that's wild. That is a crazy number. a quarter million. A quarter million miscellaneous frames. So like two-thirds of them. %95 of people voting for the 50 will not buy more than one box of 50 BMG in their lifetime. You're correct. Yeah, you are correct. And most of the people who have just like the super hard on for 50 BMG have never even shot a 50. And so they said 100,000 people voted in the poll. If half of those people, just to make the numbers easier, if half of those people voted for the 50 BMG, 50,000, I would be surprised if 1% of those people actually bought one if it was released. Which 1% is still 500 people. But a lot of people like the idea of 50 BMG more than they like buying 50 BMG. Either the rifle or the ammo. If you buy a complete upper and a lower, it counts as miscellaneous frame. Yeah, that's true. And whatever the top two are for the Palmetto State poll for what they should work on, I don't know. I don't know what I hope the other one's going to be. I'm pretty confident one of them is going to be the 50. And honestly, I don't know what the other one's going to be. They've already had two 9mm little PCC subgun type guns with the B&T knockoff and the other little 9mm AR. And so I think the VUK 9 probably is not going to be in the top two. Because if they have three 9mm subguns in the top 5, then if every company under the sun doesn't start making one of those, they're wrong. If there is enough desire for those, Did they take 3 of the top 5 spaces? We need to see more of them. They made a 50 cal pistol in 2023. Who is they? And what kind of 50 caliber? Like 50 BMG or 50 AE? PSA? PSA? I know there was the Noreen 50 BMG pistol for a little bit. I think now they only sell it in like a little teeny rifle configuration. But they used to actually sell it as a pistol. What 50 pistol did PSA make? Advanced search. By date. Oh, I can only... What? What do you mean I can only modify date to within? I want to see just things older than. Google, your advanced search is not advanced enough for me. Only list caliber, not cartridge. And it was probably like 50 AE or a 50 Beowulf, like AR pistol. That's a solid possibility. Because 50 Beowulf is 50 caliber. And when somebody buys a 50 Beowulf, they're always like, yeah, you want to see my 50? And then you get your hopes up and you're like, oh, this guy's got a 50 BMG, and they pull out like an AR. And then you just have to act like you're not super disappointed. Don't get me wrong. 50 Beowulf, very cool, very neat. But if you tell me you have a 50, if you tell anyone in the world who knows about guns enough to know what a 50 is, they're like, yep, this man's about to pull out a Barrett or some other 50 BMG, right? So if you're like, oh yeah, you want to see my 50? And you go and you bring me a 50 Beowulf, it could be the coolest 50 Beowulf in existence, which would be pretty cool. But you made me think it was a 50 BMG. That's not the same. But 50 Beowulf, I don't hear many people talking about it. It's kind of fallen to the wayside a little bit. No way of knowing what it was. I think PSA used to make 50 Beowulf ARs. So if they made a 50 Beowulf AR pistol, that wouldn't be super surprising. So that's probably what it was. Yeah. In terms of actual handguns that were made as handguns in 50 BMG, there's not a lot. So there's the Noreen. I don't think Noreen actually sells the pistol version anymore, but they used to. Yeah, now they just sell it as a mini rifle with this horrible little wire stock, which is probably going to be just the most unpleasant thing ever to use. And none of that big wide surface area to spread out all the recoil. Just suffer. But the Noreen 50 BMG pistol was basically this, just without the stock. It was always a rifle since it had a 16-inch barrel. And you can have a pistol with a 16-inch barrel. It always had a 16-inch barrel, but it used to be that you could buy a version without the stock. They used to sell it to you as a pistol. I don't think they will anymore. Yeah. You can't get it without the stock anymore. Unless it's hiding somewhere. But the actual 50 BMG pistol that was truly a ground up 50 BMG pistol. That would be a firearm and not a pistol if it was big enough. What do you mean? It doesn't have a stock. It doesn't have a foregrip or anything. Like it perfectly fits in the definition of a pistol. It's got the rifled barrel. You can have a pistol with a 20-inch barrel, and it's still a pistol. Like that's how we get Swiss SIGs in. Big stick, big glass. Right here. Yeah, we got big stick, big glass. But the real 50 BMG pistol that was actually built from the ground up as a pistol, not just someone took the stock off of a rifle like the Noreen one. The triple action thunder. Actual 50 BMG pistol. An absolute monster. It's beautiful. They only ever made like a handful of these, which is very sad. If one of these ever came up for sale, I would be willing to spend way more money than I should to have this. Whoever is holding the patents and the design for this, please, please sell it to someone and let them make these. I need it. I think these were like early to mid 2000s is when they were actually like made, which the early 2000s was not a wonderful time for this is innovation for fun. And so it never got any traction, which is big sad. I think if someone remade the Triple Action Thunder now, in the current firearms buyer climate, it would do phenomenally. Or at least do okay enough to keep a business afloat. Like if Calico can still exist, someone could exist making these. There is actual video of these shooting 12 years ago. This video is 2013-ish. So these still exist out there. These are still around. And I need to find one. I need it.
Yeah, we're good. Perfect. Hang on, Ray.
So hold on. We're gonna study the action of this pistol.
Yeah, we're good.
So you've got your breech, kind of slides over. Reminds me of like a tank or something. Clicks. And you've got your firing pin, or maybe hammer, cocker right here on the side.
Hang on, Ray. Oh, you can feel it over here more than you can up there.
You can kind of see exactly how large this is. This thing is huge.
Woo! That's just barely in front of it. I buy the military surplus, and I'll just make it hollow points so that looks better on the water jugs. The stand.
Oh, I need it. I need one, chat. Chat, I need you to hunt down whoever is in possession of the like 3 or 4 of these and find them. It's a TBI machine. Maybe. It's definitely something that you want to hold on to very well. And wear very good hearing protection. I know I've seen more videos of this thing. Oh, there's one. Where is this? Well, this is supposed to have a video, but it doesn't. Oh no, where's the video? The video's gone. There's no video on this page. Man. Sad day. And whoever has that gun, I need it. I'll trade you my car. Like, I just want the gun. Your internet crashed out for a second. For some reason, it didn't say it was out, but nothing connected. It wasn't me, was it? Oh, it was not me this time. Welcome back, though. My internet does that every now and then, too. It's very frustrating. Particularly as a streamer. You blame it on cellular internet? As reasonable. Wait, you're blaming it on cellular, but the non-cellular is worse? Hold on. Hold on. Rural? Oh, yeah, rural. Rural? Help. Oh no, I thought about a word too hard, and now I can't say it anymore. Country internet is terrible. Literal everyone around you has fiber and not you. I don't know, skill issue. Skill issue, clearly. Because it passed minimum speeds. Oh, it was. So wait. So it was a skill issue. There was too much skill. You had too much skill, so you didn't get the upgrade. Supposedly, they're supposed to be running fiber. Well, I don't know. If it's a private company do it, they'll get around to it eventually. If it's the government doing it, good luck. Did you just drop a Discord emote in Twitch chat? That's a Discord emote for sure. Oh, forgotten weapons. Forgotten weapons. New match. A new match from Forgotten Weapons. We got to see the Forgotten Weapons shooting match. I love those. Partly I love them because he always uses weird stuff. I don't want to see a match run with a race gun. Everyone does that. This is what I want to see. Use it all the time. And the best part is those who know. And no one who doesn't know can yell at you. What, for your internet? So if you're on a work from home meeting, I don't know if you work from home, and you disconnect, you're like, oh, sorry I missed half the meeting, it was my internet. Oh, know what the emote means? Excuse me, I forgot that we changed
Church
conversations.
of Eternal Light just followed.
Church of Eternal Light. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. You have a question? Ask away. Ask away. Yes, I am familiar with the pip tart. Mostly because I think chat educated me a few streams ago. Kasha, hello, welcome. How's it going? Today we're just yapping. For self-defense, would I rather use 12 gauge 438 grain? So just a slug, big slug, or curse of 700 nitro. Anything but nitro. I would like 700 nitro, 12.5 SBR. If I'm not blowing out the windows, then why even bother? The 12 gauge probably looks better if it came down to a legal trial, though. A self-defense trial. Imagine room clearing with a full-length 700 nitro. Like a 34-inch barrel or something. Officer, I swear, all I had to defend myself with was an elephant gun. Please, officer. It was the closest thing to me. I just grabbed whatever in the heat of the moment. I know that that's a softball-sized hole, but I didn't have an option. No, my flintlock was not a better option. I don't have a flintlock. Yet. We got a call about a home invasion. Where's the intruder? Over there, a little up there. You just went to close an Excel file and realize PSA has multiple FFLs? PSA does have multiple FFLs. But PSA has like 4 locations, right? Something like that. Total was 567,000. PSA by themselves, over 500,000. And that's just produced, right? That does not count the ones they sold from other companies. Because PSA sells other companies' products as well. Just produced. I guess produced also doesn't mean sold. They could have a government bunker-sized warehouse just full of AR lowers, probably. Would have bled out in the snow, agonizing death, or quick and painless 700 nitro. I mean, the goal never should be to take a life. Even in a self-defense situation, I would rather not have to kill someone. That is the last resort. I'd rather they just gave up. Show them force so overwhelming that you break their mind and they give up. Like in anime, when they sense someone's aura and they just run away. Fix bayonet. I don't know, if you run at someone with a bayonet fixed, it's pretty intimidating. You want the bola gun, civilian legal? What is the bola gun? I know. Aren't there like bola rounds? They're like 2 balls on a chain. Oh, Death Stranding. It's a Death Stranding gun. I can't tell what this does. It looks like an air gun of some kind that shoots like nets. I don't know. It shoots wire at high speed to wrap and incapacitate targets. Why wouldn't that be civilian legal? I've seen stuff like that. I've seen videos of people testing stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it is civilian legal. Maybe not like specifically one of them or something, but there's definitely, you can definitely buy something like that. Only law enforcement and military police. Sounds like a scam. A government scam. I'm trying to figure out what it's actually called. No, I don't want to subscribe to your website. Oh, Bola Wrap. It's called Bola Wrap. Get Bola Wrap. Oh, I have to send them an email for them to tell me how much it costs? No. No thanks. Also, it's not that it's illegal for civilians to have. The company just won't sell it to civilians because they're a bunch of cuck babies. It's a company problem, not an illegal problem. If it's over 50, it's anti-personnel. That's only if it's a firearm, though. I don't know if this is a firearm. They won't sell it to us because we aren't America anymore. Yeah, why can't I have my own private warship like they did in the 1700s? This country's really gone downhill. I'm trying to figure out how it works. I mean, it looks like one of those like cheap tasers. It's like a Batman gadget, is what it is. Bet you Russians have cannons. When they want, they already have mountain lion pets. I don't think Russians have cannons. Unless you are military, a corrupt politician, or part of organized crime. Russia's pretty strict on firearms, including black powder. There's YouTube video. I know there's videos. But
Buda police off.
Where? Where? Buda. Is that does not sound like an American city.
Buda police officers have a new way to restrain people that officers say is non-lethal and painless.
Buda City Council approved the buying of...
Okay, non-lethal maybe. I doubt that going from running full speed to now being on your face because you tripped is painless.
of Bola wraps in their 2024 budget. KVU's Jessica Chaw's in the studio with us this afternoon. And Jessica, you spoke to the police department today about their efforts to keep up with the times here.
That is right, Brian. They say that in any situation, it can be unpredictable. But this device can help, whether that's dealing with someone with a mental health crisis or under the influence of drugs. They want to make sure they can get someone to comply without escalating the situation.
20 years ago, pepper spray was considered the newest innovation in police technology.
Is pepper spray only 20 years old? There's no way. There's no way pepper spray is only 20 years old. 8 months ago. There's no. No. There's no way pepper spray is only 20 years old. Yeah, pepper 1973. 20 years. So it was made available as aerosol in 1973. Oh no, in the 1960s, mace. Okay, when was it first adopted? So it was first adopted in the 80s. That's still more than twice as long as 20 years. It is the news. It is the news. Why am I expecting accurate?
But Buda police say there's something new on the market.
It is a cutting-edge piece of technology for the 21st century, and it's meeting the needs of our current society and meeting the needs of our community.
Community Affairs Officer Freddie Erdman says it's called the Bola Wrap.
The Bola Wrap is a restraint tool. It's meant to be used as something in the de-escalation of force strategy.
Erdman says 80% of police situations don't require force. They just need compliance. But if verbal command
and they don't require force, they just require compliance. How do you enforce compliance without threat of force? that, I mean, if you're just going to say 80% don't require force, okay. A lot of them are probably like basic traffic stops and stuff like that.
Need compliance, but if verbal
cops doing the best they can without being sued. You just need a way to encourage an individual to comply. Yeah.
commands don't work, the next step is often pepper spray or a taser.
And those are not compliance tools. So we have
cops should carry cookies. Yes. I want an Oreo for being a good boy at my traffic stop. Like, come on. Like, I know I'm gonna get punished if I do something wrong. Reward me for doing good. Come on. What? I want a cookie. If you comply, we have some slightly stale oatmeal raisin cookies. Joke's on you, that's my favorite kind of cookie. Maybe not the stale part, but oatmeal raisin cookies are awesome.
Gap there where if we ran out of options, we
came to a full stop here, have an Oreo. I mean, there have been... I've seen stories, I don't know how old they are now, of like small towns. It's always small towns doing stuff like this, where they'll like pull someone over for good driving behavior and just like give them a gift card to some like local store. Like, imagine like perfectly coming to a full stop at a stop sign and then going, and the police officer pulls up behind you, getting ready to defend yourself, and they're like, oh, you did such a good job. Here, have a $20 gift card. And be on your way. I think that's what we need. Here's your ticket for speeding. A coupon on the back. Please give us a 5-star review. Box of nuggets. Yeah, I have seen stories of agencies actually like giving gift cards to like local businesses. I've only seen a couple times. It's always small towns. Small towns.
Didn't have anything else but to go hands-on and risk potentially escalating the situation.
They say the bowler wrap fills that gap, a handheld intervention tool.
Oh no, if somebody's walking slightly slower than average walking speed, you can stop them up pretty good.
Meant to be non-lethal and painless.
So once activated, it deploys
the
Kevlar
guy
cord, which wraps.
Lethal and
this guy was moving at regular walking speed.
So once activated, it deploys the Kevlar cord, which wraps either at the elbows and the arms or around the legs, and it temporarily detains the person.
Erdman says they've already successfully used it.
That situation was a mental health call, and we were able to successfully detain that person and get them to the hospital and get them the help they needed.
Erdman says
McNuggets are disgusting. How dare you? They're a solid average and one of the best things on the McDonald's menu. Give you chicken selects or your California rolling through that stop. You fall face first into the curb. You basically got American X'd by gravity. I mean, there have been cases of people who are like running and they get tased. And they'll basically just like ragdoll and curb stomp themselves. That happens quite a bit, actually. It's if you don't pay very close attention, you're like, haha, look at that funny rag doll. And you're like, ooh, that guy took a nice bite of that curb. They skipped the faceplant, they did.
In an instant and become dangerous for everyone involved.
The bowler wrap is not a fix-all for use of force. It just creates the opportunity to reduce force and avoid force when
the bowler wrap, I don't know. It's probably useful in like super niche situations. But as just a general thing to just always have on your belt. Your guys are going to run out of room. They've got a whole Batman toolkit on there. Fixed ammo, check. Anti-personnel, check. Over 50 cal. Looks check. Propelled via explosives. So is it actually propelled via explosives?
when possible and achieve compliance without causing pain or injury. To go escalating
that gap, a handheld intervention tool meant to be non-lethal and painless.
So once activated, it deploys the Kevlar cord, which wraps either at the elbows and the arms or around the legs, and it temporarily detains the person.
Erdman says they've already successfully used it.
That situation was a mental health call. And
so if this is a firearm, right? Then you should be able to look up the bowler wrap FFL. And they need a serial number on there somewhere.
And get them to the hospital.
Didn't I hear it? Oh yeah, I heard it go off. Like if you release a bunch of air pressure at once, it sounds kind of the same.
Get them the help they needed.
Erdman says a situation can escalate
without causing pain or injury.
Keeping up with police innovation to make policing better.
So it's got changeable cartridges in it. Can I just see the cartridge? Not really, I guess. Oh, I don't think this is a firearm. Apparently each one costs $1,000 though, which is wild. Oh, here we go. Here's someone's actually selling it. LE only, but we can get a description. Made out of PC and ABS plastic. $3,000. So it's got a zirconium potassium tetrachlorate based propellant. Okay, what is that? Okay, it is an explosive propellant. It is an explosive propellant. Gun confirmed. Gun, it is in fact a gun. Where do you think the serial number on it is? Ship this to me. Does not use chemicals, electricity, or harmful deterrents that cause pain. X to doubt. Ads. Not ads. Are they reusable? They are. They are reusable. They have these cartridges in them. So the cartridges are like one use only. And you just pull them out. Norial. They're made out of norial. Sound volume, 158 to 162 decibels. Cord length, 7.5 feet. No idea how you would measure caliber on it. That's a great question. You gotta ask the ATF. Wrap Technologies. So it's manufactured by Wrap Technologies. Who is that? Oh, hold on. Here we get a slow-mo. I can't pause it. So it basically is firing 2 barrels at the same time. So right there, right? Got it. So right here, you have a barrel on each side. So you're basically changing out your barrels with every cartridge. So the caliber would be however wide this is. Because you've got each side of your bola stuffed in a barrel. So this would be illegal for civilian sale. Because both barrels are firing simultaneously. And that is legal. Because you've got things like the Gilboa snake, the standard manufacturing, whatever their double barrel revolver is. Yeah, they just don't want to. That'd be volley fire? Okay, so this right here. The Gilboa snake fires both barrels simultaneously. Exact same time. That is legal. There's lots of guns like this. Standard manufacturing has got that horrible little revolver. Each barrel will be measured separate for caliber? Yes. So 2 simultaneously firing barrels is legal. There's a lot of guns like that on the market. So this would be illegal. They're just a bunch of government pandering little baby cucks and won't let civilians have it. This is basically just like Batman gear, which is kind of neat. I'll be honest. It's a neat thing. If it was civilian legal, would I have one? Probably not. But they're cool. For fun, yeah. For defense, no. I mean, it depends on how much each of those cartridges cost. Because each of these cartridges basically... I don't know. Like a stun gun or taser. For drunk party activities? Yeah, yeah. You get the Bolo Wrap HTC Vive, or whichever VR set this is. What is that? Taser, taser. That's wild. That's crazy. Rap reality. What a waste of resources. Yeah. It's wild. Body cams. Request a demo. Yes, I want a VR demo, please. Just the VR set. You can just send me the VR set, and then I'll be all set. No wonder they're nickel and diming government bodies. What? Are you saying that this Wrap branded HTC Vive? Is that actually what it is? No, now I have to go figure out what VR set that is. Yeah, it is the Vive. That is the Vive. I was right. It literally looks exactly the same. So you've got Wrap Reality. HTC Vive. I wonder what the upcharge is on these. Because the Vive is expensive. How much do you think they had to pay to remove the HTC Vive branding and put their own branding on it? How much does the HTC Vive cost? Well, depending on which one. So the one that looks like is the HTC Vive Pro 2. Which costs $700 on Amazon. So this is probably at least like a $2,000 VR set. Bought in the same way arcades buy them. So you got your Vive here, $700, new with Vive branding. I think they have some versions specifically for integrations. 150% markup, at least. That's crazy. I thought this was like a super niche product, which it is. It is a super niche product. Then you take your super niche product and make a VR training set for it. If I'm a police agency and I buy like 100 of these, do they throw in the HTC Vive with it? How many of these do I have to buy to get a free HTC Vive? There were many things I expected to find when searching about this product. None of them were a dedicated HTC Vive VR set. VR training is necessary when it has no sights and no naturally pointing grip. It has... Hold on, where is it? There is available for it. Where is it? There's a laser module you can get. You can get an aiming laser for it. There we go. There's a picture with the laser. It has a laser. You can get a laser for it. Is it like a remote has laser sights? It's got a laser. Aiming laser. You said no sights. In one of the videos, we saw them using the laser. It's like a line laser. Well, let's see if we can find it.
A new tool described as flying handcuffs.
We're gonna get wrapped. No, I'm going to the hospital. Wrap.
Oh, this is a new video. We gotta watch a new video.
A new tool described as flying handcuffs will soon be used by San Francisco police.
Put your hands behind your back. You're gonna get wrapped. No, I'm going to the hospital. Wrap.
Yes. Use force on the guy who's only yelling at you. That's what you're supposed to do as police. Use force on the guy who's not doing anything except talking. Don't do that. Like scanning gun from barcodes? Kind of like that.
You saw right there, ABC 7 News first demonstrated the BOLA wrap last fall. It shoots out a 7.5-foot cord that wraps around a person with...
Oh, maybe... Wait, then what was that attachment? If that's a laser built in there, maybe there's just different generations of the device. Aim for the neck, give them more fear.
With 2 anchors that replicates fishing hooks. It's a non-lethal alternative to tasers.
Hold on. Let's back up here a second. I thought this has been touted as entirely painless and causing no harm. I don't know if anyone's ever been stuck by a barbed fish hook before. I wouldn't consider the experience painless. Oh my goodness. Example, police in California.
Guns or batons. The Chronicle reports that specially trained San Francisco police officers,
Specially trained San Francisco. Oh yeah. Hold on. There's, yeah, you can see the laser line on his knees. It shows up right before you shoot it. I thought it was more of a solid line. But I guess it's just a line of dots. Only the ends are barbed. That's what keeps them stuck. The rope just strangles you. Yeah, but the end, so right, you're going to have your line coming across here. And this is going to basically whip around. And whenever it runs out, it's going to stick wherever the end hits with the barb. And I guess that's how it doesn't just come unwrapped. You're not just throwing pieces of rope at people. So like the end has to stick, or you just keep running. And I would dare to guess that's why all of their demonstrations are either standing still or walking slowly. Because if you're running and that barb catches you, buddy, that's gonna rip. That's gonna rip a hole in your skin. Like if you're just using it on a guy standing here, it'll poke you for sure. But if you're running and that barb sticks you, oh. You feel like they're gonna get major lawsuits the first time they actually use it and rip up someone's legs? For sure. And like this guy here, like if you're wearing some like sturdy pants, like you're wearing some good working jeans or something like that, like you're probably not at too much risk. But like if you're wearing shorts, it's over. It's over. You can't wait for the first suit. The purple inevitably win because California. And the same news anchor will start harping that the use of the device is excessive force and police brutality. Also likely not effective if it wraps your legs when they're spread. Yeah. You sure they'd win in that just about any state? Yeah. I'm gonna be completely honest. I would never, but if I was ever running from police, I would rather get tased. I'd rather get tased than have this barb stick me in the leg. Because like with both of them, you're going to be ragdolled into the ground, right? But a taser, you just got the little holes, which sucks. And the whole being tased sucks. But I would rather be tased than have a barbed fishhook tear my leg. How do you think? Yeah, tasers have the little metal bits, for sure. And you have to remove the metal bits. But you know what the metal bits aren't doing? Hooking into your leg and tearing. Oh. That's not the actual wire? There? That's an actual hook shown? Not differentiating between puncture and tearing. Yeah, so a puncture with a barb sucks. Like if you've ever had a fish hook stick you deep enough to get to the barb, sucks. Now, take your fish hook stuck in your finger right here and grab that line and go, what? No. No. Because that's what's happening with this. This will stick you, and then it's being pulled this way. No. Hard pass. Lacerations would have a better description than tearing. Yeah, it's going to be a laceration, a big ol' rip in your skin. Bolo hook has potential to go from less lethal to tearing a vein. So I mean, tearing veins sucks, but it's not usually going to be lethal. I don't think this is going to be deep enough to get to an artery. At least not an artery in your leg. Like if you hit someone in the neck with this, like, okay. I don't think that's going to be long enough to get to an artery. But still. Oh. If it catches the thigh, right? You're not sure how deep that one is. So the thigh artery is pretty deep. But like, so getting to an artery, I don't think it's gonna happen. So that, I mean, there's arteries like different places in your bodies where it can get to. So like, if you got an upper body shot and it just like perfectly came around into your like armpit, it probably could reach that one. But I don't think you're supposed to be hitting people up in the shoulders. And even if you are hitting someone up in the shoulders, I don't think there's going to be enough motion that it would rip out or cause a big gash in the artery. Assuming the cop has aim. Yeah. You can imagine issues if it hits and wraps neck. Oh yeah, there's many issues I can see with this. Like I'm telling you, like, tase me. I'll take the taser over this. Like, obviously, I'd rather take neither, and I'm not ever foreseeing myself in a situation where I'm running from police. But like, unless I get to choose some like super thick Kevlar pants, some really nice work jeans, I don't think so. I like if I'm gonna be out there in like athletic shorts or something. Just tase me. Seems stupid and less effective than tasing someone at the same range. So yeah, it looks like it's got about the same range as taser, right? It's got about the same range as a taser. Maybe a little less, honestly. And you might trip someone up. But this isn't going to take the fight out of someone. A taser takes the fight out of someone. This trips someone and makes them angry. up the explosive for more range. So it's gonna be a little more complicated than that.
That wraps around.
So how this works is you've got the 2 barrels in there, each stuffed with one of those fish hooks on the end of the wire. And so they're kind of angled out like that. And so they get to their maximum distance. And then they hit the end. But once they do that, they're going to hit the end. And then the laws of physics are going to start taking place. And if you have a string with 2 things on the end and you throw them in opposite directions, they're going to bounce and come back towards each other. And so you're going to get to the ideal range where they're perfectly at the end of the string. And they're going to come back towards each other. So it's more than just adding more power. You have to have like different angles and more power. Tasers take the fight out of someone, except that, okay, I mean, if you're hopped up on like PCP, a taser's just going to add a little more fight because now you've had a couple little perforations. Then they provoked you. Worst risk of serious injury between the two is probably a toss-up based on how good your heart is. Yeah, I mean, how good your heart is. For me personally, got a fine heart. I don't think a taser is going to do anything more than just be unpleasant. I've got a healthy heart. Of course, most people think that until they get tased and it goes wrong. Modern man catcher poles can do the same thing, much more safely from both parties. Oh, I forgot about those. Those are a little larger though. Something like this you can put on your belt as like a little Batman gadget. The man catcher pole you basically have to like keep in your squad car. But those are very funny. The people who get caught by man catcher poles look so stupid. You look like, oh, they're just getting humiliated out there on the end of the pole. They're like the Pound. Like when the Pound is out getting a dog and they've got like the collar on a pole. That's what the people look like with the man catcher poles. A giant dog pole, exactly. Like a folding man catcher with a sling? I mean, yeah, you could. But I don't know. It would still be large. You'd have to have a sling. If you gave that to police officers, that would be very likely to be something that they just left in their car. Honestly. No matter how like convenient you made it to carry, it would still be pretty sizable. And it would just be a squad car princess of police gear. You sit there and you're like, hee hee, I have this cool gear. I'm gonna leave it in my car always. And then if you're gonna leave it in the car, you may as well just have a full-size one, right? Because then you don't have to deal with unfolding it and the deploy time of that. No, it's give and take. As you change things, you gain some function, lose other function. In the end, if they only did their job instead of harassing normal people half the time, you wouldn't have any complaints. Sitting in shadows waiting for grandma doing 3 over speed limit is not exactly serving. The Japanese man catcher has spikes? Based. And don't get me wrong, most police officers, probably like 99% of police officers, are good people just out there trying to do the right thing. But the 1%, I've got some beef with. It would also be more likely to comply if cops were trained to de-escalate instead of being trained to dominate. And so, that gets a little more complicated. I think there's different situations that call for different responses, even in terms of de-escalation and domination. And so you'd pretty much have to just train both of those, which I think they should. Don't get me wrong. Both of those should be taught. Instead of just, yes, overwhelm them. Like I have de-escalation specific training. And because obviously big into guns, right? Love guns. I carry guns for self-defense. However, if it comes down to a situation where someone is being threatening, but not instantly posing a threat, like someone's not like actively in the process of taking lives, right? If possible, I don't want to shoot someone. I would rather not. That sounds awful. I'm not trying to live with mental scars the rest of my life. And so, like, the training to, like, observe the situation and figure out the best course of action for the situation, whether it be de-escalation or overwhelming force, I think is wildly important. But the skill of being able to talk someone down, obviously I haven't done it. I don't know if I'm good at it. I can run through scenarios in my head, whether it would work in real life, whatever. But it is a skill, and just starting to yell at someone is not going to de-escalate a situation. Just mail a ticket. So, depending on the states, I don't know states other than my own much about ticket regulations. But in Texas, a ticket, specifically like a traffic citation kind of ticket, has to be presented to you by an officer who observed the behavior that they're giving you the ticket for, so that if you go to court, they have someone who can argue with you, so that you can take it to court. You definitely don't agree with remote or automatic tickets. It's how it should be. That is how it should be. But that's why in Texas, you won't find like the stoplight cameras that automatically like take a picture and send you a ticket for like running a light, because that would be done by a robot, an actual person. How do you take an automated system to court? No, that that does not apply to fees. So like if you're driving on a toll road and the thing snaps a picture of your plate and sends you a bill, that's different. It's a great part of mailing a ticket. You can ignore them. I mean, so in Texas, they don't mail tickets. They have to be presented by an officer. Because what happens if you get your mail ticket and you show up to court to try and fight your ticket? It's your word against who? And so if you got one of those automated mail tickets, they're just like, okay, we can't fight this because there wasn't someone there to see any extenuating circumstances, to see if the thing was bugging out, to see if there was some kind of glitch in the system. We have no way of knowing that. And so we are literally wasting resources, repeatedly fighting these things that we literally can't defend. So like, okay, we're just not going to do that anymore. Plenty of stoplight cameras. They don't send tickets. They're just for analyzing crashes to determine fault. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, they still exist. They don't send tickets. Which is the important part, probably. Yeah, I'm not saying that you're not ever going to find a camera on a road. But you're not going to have a ticket sent to you from a system. There's also those stupid signs that they put up that are like the high speed like leaderboard that measure your speed. Those are funny. I think every town that has those signs should have a leaderboard, like in the courthouse. Like what's the highest speed that people clocked in at those? I think it'd be funny. Just like a leaderboard of the highest speeds. They probably would have the opposite effect that they want those to have. But it'd be really funny. They can have like the speed and like what road it was on. Like the speed 240 on 4th Street. with this that has a speed limit of 45. I think that'd be hilarious. It's never gonna happen. But it'd be really funny. Chat, I started doing something like 2 hours ago. We were going to watch a Forgotten Weapons match video. And instead you got me rambling about less than lethal fishhook rope. So now we're going to watch the video.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video
Your job
on
is done.
ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and I'm out here today at a PCSL two-gun match, which is essentially USPSA, but done with a rifle and a pistol. Now, they do allow pistol caliber carbines. So
I need to do a PCSL match at some point. A 2-gun? I've never done one of those. The best part of government? Idiots thinking they're experts? Whoa, whoa, is that me? Personal attack. Dealing with the DMV telling a customer today that POA means a vehicle has to be signed by the person who signed the POA and no one else. Smooth brain tax thieves don't understand even the most basic legal documents. Of course. They're too busy spending their money on, whatever they're spending money on. They can't pay their employees to train well. That's crazy.
So I have decided today to bring H&R/PSA's new 9mm, well, it's a Colt 633.
Wait, go back. Oh, he's got, gross. He's got their new bolt in it. That's the wrong bolt.
9mm, well, it's a Colt 633 clone, the Department of Energy gun used by basically nuclear weapon transportation security troops. They're seriously hardcore bad dudes. And at one point in the 1980s, they're pretty much the only people who actually bought some of these. Now, this is supposed to be a 2-gun match, but I'm really only interested in shooting this thing. And you know what? A lot of people have a negative expectation of PSA. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot only this carbine. I've got some 32 and some 25 round mags for it.
What is that mag holder? I don't know what that is. Why train well when you're accountable to no one and have effective immunity to unemployment? Not anymore. Not anymore.
If it goes down at some point and malfunctions, then I will switch to my pistol, which I have brought something I figured would be reasonably appropriate as a 1980s counterpart, a very generic Beretta 92.
Oh, I thought he was just building up.
If all goes well,
to say he was also running PSA handgun.
That thing, and we'll just have a whole lot of fun with the 633 clone. We'll see how effective it is on. I mean, if it's going to be effective on anything, it would be high speed, low drag, up close, big paper targets, which is what this PCSL match is all about. So let's dive right in. Stage number 1.
All right, let's rock and roll. All right, he's ready.
He's got the balaclava. DMV state level, not federal. Oh, that's true.
Stand by.
Oh, the barrel echo. Boing, boing. The spring, actually. I mean, there's the spring rattle noise, but there's also the toing, toing. That's the sound echoing around in these barrels. If you're around these barrels, like shooting, you'll hear that even with like handguns and stuff. But so like obviously there's the spring rattle noise, but the toing, toing, toing is the barrels.
I have no idea what I've shot or haven't shot. We'll call that good.
All right, it finished. Unload, show clear.
The bullet bouncing. It's not the bullet bouncing around inside the barrel.
Not bad. It's kind of fun. Totally lost track of what targets I'd shot and what I hadn't, but yes. Also, the springiness and the sun kind of in my eyes really did hinder target acquisition. So I suspect my actual scores are probably not very good. But we'll
20 penalties.
Yeah, but the Val Kilmer heat reload was peak.
Are you ready? Ready.
Stand by.
Yeah, so here you still have like the gun noise, but we don't have any barrels right here, so you're not getting the twing twing. Oh no, there are wait, why are those barrels not going twing twing? Wait. Why are these barrels not making the fun noise? What's wrong with those ones? They're probably full of something. Now I'm upset. Now we don't get the barrel noise. You can hear the buffer recoil spring too. You can hear that as well. You can. Is that like an echo, or can you hear this thing going ka-chunk, ka-chunk? Stock snake go burr. The stock snake do go burr. It does that with
unload
my 635 as well.
That was fun.
And mine's not the DOE
it's still
one.
working. Still working.
It's,
Got it.
mine's not the 633.
Oh no!
He lost his mag.
That's a problem. Thank you. I'm not counting that as a failure of the gun because I was reloading it on a closed bolt and I just didn't jam the mag in hard enough, and so first recoil, it bloop, falls out. That's on me. That's not on the gun. That's why you wait until it locks open to reload, or you do a more serious tap tug.
You got to tug it more seriously, chat.
Are you ready? Ready?
Tap and tug it more seriously. Oh, the barrel noise. Oh. Some of the barrels make more noise than others. This one's quiet. At the range, straight dorking it. And by it, let's say you mean your Colt mag.
Not bad.
I robbed him, 5'9", 5'2".
And it ran all the way. All right, that.
I wonder what grain ammo he's using.
That was quite a lot of fun.
I don't know if he said what kind of ammo he's using. My 635 struggles with just 115 grain. Sometimes the bolt doesn't get all the way back. And so it'll have some issues. But if I go up to 124 or 147, flawless.
PSA/H&R 633 clone ran the entire time, so I never actually needed to transition to my Beretta, which is nice because this was a lot more fun than the Beretta would have been. One mishap reloading, but that was on me. That's not sufficiently seating a magazine under a closed bolt. That's not the gun's fault. Like, it ran great. It's certainly not a competition sort of gun. It's
seven-way tie
and springy.
Did I miss
and transition to
7-way tie for last place. Oof. Well, at least the gun's reliable.
To my Beretta, which is nice because this was a lot more fun than the Beretta would have been. One mishap reloading, but that was on me. That's not sufficiently seating a magazine under a closed bolt. That's not the gun's fault. Like, it ran great. It's certainly not a competition sort of gun. It's bouncy
with that
and
attitude.
springy, and you know, the sight picture's fine, but not like amazing. But was actually more practically accurate than I expected. There were a lot of targets up close where I just said, screw it, instinctive aim, and made double alpha hits. So definitely the sort of gun that I would bring to a PCSL match like this. There's really only one challenge in a match like this, and that's trying to not miss one of the targets they've hidden behind some barrels somewhere. And frankly, when I don't see those and don't shoot at them, you can't see it either on camera, so it doesn't matter. Score-wise, if it wasn't for the, I don't know what, probably roughly 60 procedurals from shooting pistol targets with the
76.
the carbine, if it wasn't
76 procedurals.
for that, I would still be fairly low in the scores because the people shooting this are much more serious with huge muzzle brakes and very flat shooting soft 9mm carbines, or even 5.56s that shoot a lot smoother than this thing. But this was all sorts of fun. If you're interested in one of these,
I need to start going to matches and taking stupid guns.
I'd recommend it. I think the price is reasonable for the sort of historical piece that they're making. The quality seems to be good to me. Like, this one's run without any issues for me whatsoever. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
I did enjoy the video, and I want to make videos like that. Unfortunately, I'm a little lazy. I'll get around to it. I'll get around to it at some point. All right. But it is currently after midnight, which is earlier than I end a lot of my streams, if we're honest. However, I do have to be up. Ugh. When do I have to be up? Too early. Probably like 6.5 hours. I have to be up. I'm gonna be dying tomorrow. So we are unfortunately gonna have to be ending stream here. So let us find someone to raid here. We are going to raid out. And then we get to the hard part of stream, deciding who to raid. Or my keyboard's just not going to work. There we go. We're going to raid. Let's raid. I need to Itasha wrap a rifle. So I have taken this one. I have taken this to a match. I got many strange looks and a few few comments. Honestly, most of the comments I got weren't actually about the waifus on the grips. They were about, Sonny, why on earth are you bringing a single stack 9mm 1911 to a match? I'm like, because I'm here to have fun. What is an Itasha wrap? Oh, they wrap cars. They wrap cars. Mainly for cars. Yeah, I've seen these guys. Now that we take it out of the context of guns specifically, I've seen these guys like at conventions and stuff. I don't know if they do guns. Itasha supposed to mean pain or cringe. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Isha. Itasha, yeah. Yeah, that does mean that. Yeah, but we are going to raid. Contact IWI. Ask who did the guns for their booth. You probably could ask Reddit. Reddit would probably know. The sense that makes you wince a little bit. Some of them make me wince a little bit. I unfortunately am a little too far into cringe. That I'm immune to a lot of it, but some of them make me cringe a little bit. All right. You guys cannot stall me forever. I do in fact need to go to bed so that I'm not dying of lack of sleep tomorrow. Have I seen Ibuki's shotgun? Or Hoshino? Are those Blue Archive? The Blue Archive, right? I have seen those. Yes, they are cool. Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube who does like Blue Archive guns. He's got a bunch of them. But you guys are trying to stall. Trying to stall. Can't stall me forever because I actually have real life commitments too early tomorrow. So we are going to raid out. We have raid messages. If you would be so wonderful as to use those, both for subscribers and for those without. So, I will see you all on probably no stream tomorrow. I will see you all on Friday. Fury Atomic? Yes, that is correct. That's right. I think that's right. But I will see you all Friday. I will be returning on Friday to stream. So, until then, I will see you all then. I'm going to bed here reasonably quick. So, good night. I will see you all later. Ferocious. Goodbye. Majestic Potato. Goodbye. Not the BAFTA. Goodbye. Matilda. Good night. Mansum. Goodbye.